Good morning, my Yarnie friends. It's been a hectic couple of days, so I've got my Yarn Keeps Me Sane ball. I am fighting a sinus infection, I believe. My head just feels like my eyeballs are just going to explode. And the last couple of days, it was really bad with the humidity. And then I remembered last year I had the same issue, and I called my doctor, and he told me I could take Zyrtec. So that's what, or is it Nurtex? I think it's Zyrtec. Anywho, I found it, and I took some, and I feel so much better this morning. But I still sound a little bit nasal, but I'm fine. It's just the humidity. It's been so hot. On Saturday, it was 109, and it's been like 107 this week. And you know, I lived in Colorado for those 10, 11 years, and I got used to it being cool. I forgot again how hot it gets in Oklahoma. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to my crochet channel, and I always say it's our crochet channel, our live video chat here on YouTube. I'm so glad you're all here, because I'd be talking to myself if y'all weren't here. Of course, I would anyway, but... Yeah, I have my own little personal, company meetings here with me, myself, and I. Alrighty, I hope you're all having a great day. If it's hot, stay in. Do not go outside and sweat. I hate sweating. Even though, a good sweat's good for you. Alright, well, let's go ahead and clink in. Clinkety, clink, clink, clink. I am actually drinking cold coffee because I put some ice cubes in it, a little bit of vanilla creamer that's sugar-free. So, kind of like having a coffee milkshake. Not really, but kind of. And if you don't know what it means when we clink in, we're just saying, hey, we're here, and what you drinking? All right, now before we talk about the winner of the giveaway, I wanted to talk to you about something. I've been getting a lot of questions about where is your Facebook group. I want to show you pictures. So on Facebook, we have a group. It is a private group, and it's just called Coffee and Crochet with Sara. Okay, I'm going to show you on my iPad real quick what to look for. Let me pull up the picture here. Come on, iPad, wake up. And it's just a quick screenshot. I'm going to put it over here in this other camera real quick. This is what the page looks like. Okay? Coffee and Crochet with Sara. Just go to Facebook. Put that in your search bar. I think, I didn't get a picture of the search bar. I was going to say, I think it's up there. Anywho, just put Coffee and Crochet with Sara. And it's okay if you don't like Facebook. It's okay. It's just, that's the only place we can really post pictures. And I really love to see what you're crocheting, what you're working on. Whether you're working on something or mine or not. Every morning or every day, not always in the morning, we try to have what I call a free pattern link blast. And what that is we pick a theme. Sometimes it has to do with what the national, thing of the day is. Like if it's National Donut Day, we may post some donut patterns. Things like that. But we don't post patterns. Just let me clarify that. We only post links to free patterns. Okay? And sometimes those will be on blogs and other places. But we never ever post a pattern because that's, infringement. But we do post a lot of free links to patterns, and you can find lots of fun things. We usually try to do 10 or 12 depending on what you find, and I usually do it on Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Rita does it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. She does an excellent job. She is a great help to me. And her and Kim, you've probably seen Kim on there. Kim Loves Artie. They both help out in the group to make sure there isn't inappropriate things. Because when it comes to posting pictures, I'm really picky. And that's because I have granddaughters that look at that. And I have work with some autistic children also. And, well, they're adults now. They grew up on me. Anywho, who I have taught to crochet, who do also go to that group. And so we don't do anything inappropriate in there. Usually the way it works is you ask to become a part of the group, and then you have to answer 3 questions. And if you don't answer the 3 questions, I just send you a message that says answer the 3 questions just to make sure you're not a robot, because that's what we're doing. We're trying to make sure we don't let spammers in, because we have in the past. Okay, I have in the past, and they mess some things up, and so we don't want that. We don't want that at all. And I have really tight security on my stuff now, because, I mean, even last week, I had a message that said someone tried to get into my Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page and change the password. And so I had to go in, change all the passwords again. I mean, and this is the time of year when spammers happen a lot. And so I want you to really be aware of that, even on your own YouTubes and Facebook pages, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you go to look at patterns and things, even on Ravelry. You have to be very careful. Pinterest especially. Do not give any of your information out. Okay, and so that kind of brings us back to what today's all about, really, because I'm going to announce the winner of our giveaway. And the giveaway is, you're going to get one of the Muslim Coffee and Crochet with Sara bags. And in it is going to be these 2 skeins of these yarn. Oops. There we go. You didn't see that. There's 2 of these. I just love these colors. I saw it. It said Halloween, so I ordered 2. Okay, and let me stuff it back in the bag here. You're not getting one like it. You're getting this exact bag and these exact skeins of yarn. Okay, the 2 skeins of yarn have 8 ounces each on them, which is 621 yards. The yarn is 88% acrylic and 12% nylon. And the nylon is the thread that's running through it, because it is what's called a boucle, or bumpy. And when you see boucle, that just means bumpy in French. And it just means the yarn has bumps on it. Like I said a couple weeks ago when I first showed you this yarn, to me it's more of a 3.5, because there is no 3.5, I know, in our thicknesses of yarns, our weights. But it's really thin, but the bumps is what makes it a 4. It's not a hard yarn to work with, but you just have to be a little bit creative in the patterns that you choose, because if you go too intricate, you're not going to see those intricate stitches. Okay, but to me it just said Halloween. I think it'd be a beautiful shawl or cape. Just gorgeous. Okay, let's see what else. You're getting 2 skeins. It's made by Sensations. I purchased them through Joann's.com. Okay, now I'm getting ready to announce the winner. I have not seen her name come up this time, but we'll let her know. But I just want to remind you, like I was just saying, never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever put your personal information in a comment anywhere. Not on Facebook, not on Twitter, not on Instagram, not here, anywhere. Never put your personal information. That's your email address or your shipping address, phone number. Never do that. Okay? Now, the way that you can reach me, because I'm not going to chase you down to try to find you. You need to chase me down. So you can do that 2 ways. You can click the link that's underneath this video where it says web page, and then there's a tab on there that says contact me. Hit that tab and it'll shoot me an email. Okay? And then you can send me your shipping address. Once you've let me know that you have received the package, I'll delete that email address. Okay? The other way is you can go back to Facebook, go to Posh Pooch Designs, and shoot me a message. Same thing. Once you contact me, I'll delete the message. Okay? So, are you ready? I'm just trying to keep y'all safe. I really am. I want you to be safe from spammers. Okay, the winner is... I don't see any drum rolls. The winner of the August giveaway is Cynthia Hicks. Cynthia is the first name. Cynthia Hicks. Hicks. If you know her, let her know. Thank you for the drum roll, Carlina. If you know her, let her know, because I don't see her name on here. She might show up later. And Cynthia, if you watch later, contact me. What I try to do is get them out on Friday. That's the day I go to the post office. I will get them out on Friday when you let me know between now and then. I'll have it all ready to go and drop it off at the post office on Friday. So congratulations, Cynthia. Alrighty, now I wanted to show you some new yarn I picked up this week that I got at Hobby Lobby. I was kind of looking for what I would say a harvesty or fall type cotton. And I got one last year that I really liked and I didn't see it. And then I saw this one. Now, the name of it is called, it's 100% cotton. And the name of it is, I can't see it, it's so small. Oh, Nepalese Spices. Isn't that pretty? And this is the Hobby Lobby Crafter's Secret. $2.99, but I got it at 30% off because I waited for the 30% off sale. And it has 2.5 ounces, which is 120 yards. So, of course, I got 2. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I just really liked it. I think I'm going to go back and get a couple more because I haven't seen one like this before. Isn't that pretty? Looks like my eyeballs, doesn't it? Anywho, I really liked it. It's really pretty. And I'm looking forward to making something with this. I already have pretty much the rest of the year planned out as far as patterns and what I'm going to do on my YouTube videos. Of course, patterns change, right? Yesterday, I was working on getting Monday's pattern all ready to go. I had the video done by 10 o'clock in the morning. Trying to render it over to YouTube took until 7:30 last night. For some reason, I could not keep my internet up long enough to load it onto YouTube. It took me 7 tries to get it on YouTube. Finally, my amazing and talented and smart husband figured out a walk around to get it on there, because but it's there. So, things happen. You know, you never know with technology. You never know, what's going on with YouTube or Twitter or all these other places. Things are constantly changing, and I hate that. When it comes to technology, I just wish they'd leave it alone just for a little while. Even the editing program that I use, it's called Filmora Wondershare. It's my video editing. I'm telling you, almost every day I get an update, and it drives me nuts because they move stuff around, and then you get used to doing one thing, and you got to find it, or they rename it, and I don't like that. Leave it alone for a while and just let me use it. Yes, I'm old school. I'm not complaining. I'm not, because I'm not a complainer. I'm just stating the facts. Anyhow, what happened yesterday, right? So, I'm going to move my coffee cup so that it's not over here. I'm going to go back over here. This is what I have laying out here. This is our Sweet Treats Back to School bag. It is cotton. It has a pocket. You can put your phone or maybe your school ID card. Or it's great for teachers. It's great for kids. It's great for the beach. And what this is we made this bag, this crochet pattern, probably 10 years ago. It was one of the first cotton bags that I put out there, and I love the pattern, but they don't make the particular cottons that I used anymore, and I had not made a video. And so I thought that it would be fun to go ahead and use the cotton sprouts that I ordered in, teal, lime, and this I think is called Island Breeze, and make this bag. And I absolutely love the way that it turned out. Okay, this is just a decorative button, and these we just added to the ends, and this keeps them together. And I really like this part of it because it is a drawstring, but it's not one-sided, it's both sides. Okay, and you can make these longer and use them as a knapsack. So it can be used lots of different ways. You can use it for shopping, the library, office, work, whatever. It fits. It's big enough to fit my iPad because I had it in there earlier just to check it out. And one of the neat things is where my grandkids go to school, every child is given a notebook, a like, it's like an iPad. I forgot what it's called. So they don't have to carry their books anymore. And so both of my kids have bags that they carry that notebook in. And it's about the size of an iPad, a little bigger than an iPad, and this will fit that. It's not as big as a laptop. It's a little smaller, what they get. But anyhow, it's a good sturdy bag. It's beautiful, and you can see, I want to show you the back, because this is the wave pattern that we did. And we started with the lime green, and we alternated between the solid teal and the variegated. And I really, really love how it looks. Okay, and I did make it out of cotton, but you could probably make it out of acrylic. I just chose to use cotton because it's a little more durable than acrylic, and it doesn't stretch as much. But you could use any ombre, striping yarn, you know, and you don't even have to use the colors I chose. Use school colors. Wouldn't that be fun? And then add pom-poms. You know, or if it's for maybe a football player or a person in band or whatever they're into, whatever their things are, you can change the buttons out to whatever they like. And so that's why I really like this bag. So it has a brand new updated pattern on the blog. We have a brand new updated video on the YouTube channel. And as always, the pattern that I have, we always do a written pattern with pictures and a video, and every pattern that I put on YouTube, underneath that video is always a written pattern with pictures link. Okay, so if you go over to the video for this particular thing, and that link for this video is underneath this YouTube channel that we're watching right now, underneath this video, there's a link to this video. Underneath the video for the bag is a link that will take you to the blog with the written pattern and pictures. Every one of my patterns that I do are my designs. I write a written pattern, I take a ton of pictures, and then I make a video. Okay, so yes, there is a written pattern always for every one of my videos. Okay, you can also find them on Ravelry. I also load them over there as well as on the blog. And when you go to Ravelry, there's the option for the free pattern. You just click on it and it takes you to the blog. Okay, so yes, to answer your question. And I only do my own patterns. I do not do other people's patterns. I get requests on a weekly, sometimes daily basis to do videos of other people's patterns. They don't like the way the video is. The written pattern doesn't make sense. So what I tell you about this is this. Contact the pattern designer, the person who wrote the pattern, contact them. And if you found it on Ravelry, you can contact them through Ravelry. If you found it on a blog, there's usually an email address you can contact them on. If you found it on YouTube, you can contact them on YouTube if you have questions, okay? Because things happen, mistakes happen. You know, pattern writers are not not AI. They're normal people, and testers are normal people. And things sometimes get overlooked that you look at 100 times. You know, I have several testers that look at things and we still make mistakes. It happens, okay? And so rather than get frustrated, ask questions, okay? All right. So that's what we did yesterday. Then last Friday we did this, and I love this. I was going to wear it today, but it's too hot. Okay, this is our Beaded Boho headband, and I absolutely love this. Her wig's a little wonky because it fell off, and I tried to fix it. I usually use a pen. She's got a hole on the top of her head that you put this like peg through to hold her wig on, and yeah, the peg broke and her wig fell off. I'm sorry, and so it went a little wonky on me. I tried to get it right, but anyway. This is Stockinette. She is my model. She's modeling the Beaded headband, and I absolutely love it. I called it Boho because I think it has a boho feel to it. And I'm in this kick about adding beads to things in our Friday Fun Day stuff. I've got a couple more patterns ready for our Friday Fun Day with beads. This Friday, we're going to be using some letter beads, but we will not be putting names with them, okay? So I just thought I'd let you know. Let me grab a couple of type of beads I have in here just so you can get an idea. They're down here in my bead box, so let me grab some. All right, let's go over to this other thing real quick. I just grabbed a couple. So I have some beads here. These are silver, and these are wooden. Okay, the key when you go to buy a bag of beads at Joann's or Michael's or Walmart or Hobby Lobby or wherever you're going to go buy them is to make sure that the hole is big enough to fit a medium weight number 4 yarn through it. Okay, and we're going to have some fun with some letters this Friday. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a simple pattern, but it's also going to be fun, and you'll be able to use your creative juices. I love to be creative. It's a lot of fun. Okay, now, we also did a video I called 10 Tips for Crochet Confidence, and I put that out there last Wednesday, and it's really just a video that I had a lot of questions about certain things. And so I thought rather than doing 10 different videos, I would just put them all together into one video and call it 10 tips. Because my goal is for you to have confidence in your crocheting. Whether you're brand new or think that you're an expert, you always have room to grow. And the truth is, it kind of annoys me when I get a message that says, I'm an expert crocheter. I've been crocheting for 35 years, and I don't care for the way you did that, okay? And I know they aren't saying it like that. That's the way I read it. And it annoys me because it'll be something that I have done for over 40 years. Or another one is, I've been crocheting for 2 years, and you did that stitch backwards, or you did it wrong. And I'm like, yeah, but I've been crocheting longer than you've been alive. You know, and I don't let it get to me, but it annoys me because crochet is an ever-growing and ever-changing art. It's never going to be the same. And we're going to learn new things all the time. And I think that as an artist, because that's what crocheters are, we need to be open to change. Of course, I told you I don't like change. But being open to growth in our art, you know. It cracks me up when I see these new crocheters who rename old patterns new names and then tell me I named it wrong. You know, I'm like, yeah, but I've been doing that a long time, and this is what it said. You know, this is what I learned. You know, so it's a little annoying, but I don't let it get on my nerves. What I usually do, because I had this one person, she was posting on probably 10 of my patterns that the magic circle is the right way, and what I'm doing is wrong. And because I really prefer not to use the magic circle. It's just a preference. And I've never had good results with it because it always came undone. And so that's just me. If you love the magic circle, it's totally okay. Okay, but what I told her is I said, I've been doing this particular way almost 45 years now. Because I learned to crochet when I was 14, 15 years old, and I'm 60. Okay, so it's not that it's wrong, it's just it's different. And there are lots of different ways, and I do have a video planned where I'm going to talk about different ways to do that beginning circle and do some demos as well. And I do, one of my hairs fell off. It's tickling my arm. Anywho, and I do have that planned for a couple of weeks from now because it's interesting. It's just interesting that people think just because it's different that it's wrong, and it's not wrong. It's different. We have to each do what works best for each of us. Man, if you've mastered that magic circle or another way of doing it, do it your way. You know, it's you've got to do what works best for you. I am typically old style. I learned out of old books at the library. I learned a lot of ways that are different, and that's okay. You know what? You've learned new ways. That's okay too. My goal here is that I want everybody to crochet, and I've said it over and over again. I'd teach my dogs to crochet if I could. Their paws can't hold a crochet hook, but I would. Because I think everyone should crochet because of how wonderful of an art it is, how many things we can create, and how healing it can be. Okay? All right, so now tomorrow, I'm already working on a video for tomorrow, and it's about chains. And I had some questions about chains, and so I'm going to give you 5 tips about chaining. And I think they're going to be good tips, things that I've talked often about, but will help you. And that's the whole key to what I want my YouTube channel to be about, is for us all to help each other be better at our craft and to have confidence in crochet. Okay? Okay. So anyway, that's what's been happening this week. Remember last week I told you that I had on a shirt and I walked in and I pulled out the coffee cup and I think I hit my elbow, I can't remember, and I knocked my coffee cup right into my shirt, and luckily it was warm and not hot and I ruined that shirt. Well, I put it in the wash with just a little bit of what is that called? Oxy in it, and it came out. I was so excited about it. This morning I went ahead and got dressed, and I went ahead and put my shirt on that I was going to wear today, and I was worried that I was going to spill my coffee, so I'm like walking with it way out. Just like, oh. And then I ended up drinking 3 cups of coffee this morning. Anywho, okay, so I'll leave you with this. Cynthia Hicks is our winner. Please contact me. Congratulations. Number 2, go to Facebook if you're on Facebook and just look up Coffee and Crochet with Sara group and come join our group. Because I get people constantly that say, I want to show you what I made. I want to show you what I crocheted. And sometimes they'll email them to me and the pictures are really blurry or they didn't come through because I have really tight security on my stuff now. Okay? And I really do want to see what you're working on. I want to see what you're crocheting. Okay, so even if you don't care for Facebook, a lot of people don't, and that's okay. Just come over there just for the group because we are a happy, fun, joyful group. We are full. Everyone in there is so encouraging. Excuse me, I drank too much coffee, I think. My voice started drying out. Anywho, our group is amazing. We have an amazing group of people. And everyone is encouraging and they answer questions. And I feel like it's just a really homey, friendly group. Okay, and so I really do want to invite you. It's Coffee and Crochet with Sara. And if you go underneath this video, I believe there's a link for that as well. Okay, because I try to have all the information that you could possibly have underneath every video that I make. Okay, and don't forget, all the patterns that I showed you today are mine. And there are YouTube videos for them. And underneath those YouTube videos is a link for a written pattern. And it's usually right under the title. It'll say crochet pattern link in capital letters and the link. And then you can just click it and that'll have the written pattern. It's a good idea to go there and get it. Maybe copy it off or something. And then you can kind of follow that along with the video. Because one thing that I get a lot about is that they say that I go too fast. Well, if I'm going to do 12 rows of just single crochet, I am not going to show you all 12 rows of single crochet. I am going to do the couple of rows and then explain to you that it's a repeat and how many times you repeat it. So then you need to pause your video, do those rows, or come back to it whenever you can. Okay? Because if I were to do that, my videos would be like 5 hours long. You know, some of them, I mean, like yesterday's, it was a good 40-minute video, and it took me a good 6-7 hours to video. Okay, so oh, Heidi, that's wonderful. Her father passed away and she's making her mother a beautiful shawl. I think that shawls are one of the most comforting things that you can do for someone. I love giving them away. One of the things I love to do, this had nothing to do with today, but that made me think about that. I'm so sorry on the loss of your father, Heidi, but what a wonderful thing to do for your mom. One of the things that I love to give are shawls, whether they're triangle or the wrap shawls that are rectangle, is just to walk up to somebody, put it around their shoulders and say, love you today, and walk away. And they look at you like, and usually they come back up and I go, what was that about? Just wanted you to have a hug. I love doing that. It's super fun. 2 years ago at Christmas, we were still living in Colorado and we came down to visit the grandkids. And we have a home church there in Tulsa that we go to. It's called Eastland Baptist Church. It's where I grew up. And we have a ton of people. That's where my mom and my sisters all went. And I have a ton of people that I just love. And they're just like close to my heart sisters. That when my mom was sick, they were there for her and things like that. And so last year, or 2 years ago, I got a whole bunch of my blankets and my shawls, and I did that. We went there to visit and to see everybody, and I did that. I went around, I gave each one of them one, hugged them. And to be honest with you, I'm not a real huggy person, but I wanted to do that. And it made me feel so good to let all those people know that I love them and to care about them, because they're just like sisters that are just dear to my heart. Dear to my heart. So anyway, just a thought if you want to do that. You know, if you got, I have one friend here that I met that lives in this neat little circle, and she knows all the people in her circle. I live in a circle too, and I'm hoping to get to know everybody because we've got new families moving in. And I think that would be a really great gift to give to somebody, to give them a blanket and tell them, here's a blanket, cuddle up and stay warm. Of course, down here, it's hot. In case you don't know, we lived in Colorado for almost 12 years, and we've moved back home to Oklahoma. I'm originally from Tulsa, and we're living outside of Oklahoma City in Yukon, which is down close to Mustang, to be near my grandkids. And so, yeah. Oh, that's so wonderful. Yeah, and that's another thing, Heidi, is that they think of you every time they use it, and they remember how much you care about them. And so I think that's why I love giving away. I call them lap blankets, but they're really like big wraps, because they can put it on their blanket and it usually or their lap, and it kind of covers up to about right here, or they can use it as a shawl, and also your triangle shawls. They're just great at telling people that you care about them. All right. Thank you for bringing that up, Heidi. That was a wonderful thing to bring up, and it's a wonderful thing to do for other people. I think that we have covered everything. And like I said, I'm real excited about the patterns we have coming up. One thing I did want to say, I went back to Walmart to get more of the Pioneer Woman yarn, and it was gone. I want to do a blanket, but I don't have enough. And the other thing, the reason I was at Hobby Lobby is they don't make it in a light teal to go with the 3-weight. And so I was at Hobby Lobby trying to find a 3-weight acrylic teal that I could use with that. And they didn't have the right shade. So I'm probably going to look online, see what I can find. Okay, I'm going to let you go. With that, also, if you're looking for the Premier Cotton Sprout, I have a link to Premier Yarns underneath here also, underneath the video. You can just click that link, and always click that sale tab at the top when you go to Premier Yarns, because on their website they have a little tab up there that says sale. Go there. They have some great bargains. And yeah, that's the first, even before I became an affiliate with Premier Yarns, I always hit that sale tab. Even when I go to Hirschner's and Mary Maxim and all these places, hit the sale tab. Yes, I am in Pioneer Woman country, but the problem with being here is these Walmarts do not carry very much of her stuff. And yeah, I had to go to the great big super center on the other side of town. I don't know why they don't carry it. We love her. I love the Pioneer Woman. I think she's beautiful. I think she has a beautiful spirit. And okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't cook or bake like she does, but I do like her pottery and her cookware. Okay. So I do cook and bake. I mean, I'm just not as in-depth as she is. All right, I better let you guys go for now. Thank you all for watching. Y'all are my Yarnie family. And I love y'all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.